I'm going to give you this analogy because I'm Black and I really don't know a lot of white people who play spades. Okay. But I'm Black. I was raised by my father when growing up. I mean, I was raised by my mother, but my father, when I would be with my dad, he had barbecue kickbacks. My dad loved a kickback. He'd be on the grill all day. He'd get up at 9 in the morning. He's marinating the wings and the ribs and making all the sides, and he's out there on the grill and the music is going and everybody comes over. And I'm telling y'all, right about after everybody ate, it was time to play spades. And so that's like a culture thing for me. Like I grew up watching it. It's a thing. But what I've learned is to observe everyone who you're playing with, because there's 4 people, right? So I learned to observe the other 3 people. And with spades, you have a partner, right? And so say my partner is my dad. And I would observe everybody and I could always tell who had the best hand. I could always tell in spades who had the best hand. You want to know why? They had a certain posture. They would be like, it's a certain posture that you have when you know that you about to rack up some books. There's a relaxed posture about them. When you got a handful of clubs and hearts, you are strategizing. You like, man, I don't know how I'm gonna make this work. I got 2 spades. I got 6 hearts and 3 clubs. Like, you don't know how this is gonna work. So there's a lot of strategy that you see them. They like moving the cards around. They looking back. There's a tense posture that they have. But the one who has, now I don't know how y'all play, but we play joker, joker, deuce, deuce. Okay, that's how we play. So it's big joker, little joker, 2 of diamonds, 2 of spades. And then the aces and so on and so on. That's how we play. I don't want to hear it in the comments. Okay. If you play a different way, that's your business. It's how we play. Right. But you know the posture of somebody who got the big joker. And you definitely know the posture with somebody who got both jokers or they got the two of diamonds. They're trusting in the Lord is like having a spades partner who has all the high cards. He's relaxed because he knows I'm going to win every book. That's the posture of the Lord. He's not tense. He's relaxed. This is a fixed game. I got the big joker, little joker. I got the 2 of diamonds. I got the 2 of spades, and I got all the aces. And I got all the spades. So even if I have nothing but clubs and hearts and diamonds, my partner, the one I'm partnered with, the one I'm connected to, the one that's in this thing with me, I can be relaxed because they got all the winning cards. That's what it means to trust in the Lord. You can trust him because he's going to win. Y'all going to run a Boston. Do you know what a Boston is? You don't, because you don't play spades. Running a Boston is like what is that? 10 books and on, right? That's when you win 10 books on. You win the game, basically. You ran a Boston. They ain't got no books. That's what it's like to trust in the Lord. His posture is relaxed because he's God. The Bible says the earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof. He's sovereign and in control of it all. It's his. Know your role. I got to trust him. I got to abide. I have to commit my ways. I have to know him. I have to know his word. And he does the heavy lifting, guys. He does the work you can't do. The work of fixing your heart is too big for you. The work of forgiveness is too big for you. The work of healing, it's too big for you. That's why you yield to him. And he will act. He will do it, guys. Trust in him. And if you feel like you can't trust in him, start there. Lord, I don't know how to trust you. Start there. Be honest with him. There was a quote that was in this book. I forget the doctor's name. I think it's like his last name is Coe. But it says, prayer isn't the place to be perfect. It's the place to be honest. Don't approach the Lord as if he's not the Lord. He's supremely good, just, holy, smart. He knows more than you. He's been around longer than you. He knows you, knew you before you were ever here. He sees you. So just be honest with him. Go to him with all of your heart. Don't let this book intimidate you, and don't project your humanity onto God's holy word. It's not an exaggeration. Give all of your heart to him. All of it. Hand over all the keys. All of it. Say, God, this is no longer mine. I give it to you. Here are all the keys. So even if there are some hidden doors that I've shut, you got the keys to them. Go in and search all of it. You can have it. You can have it all. I'm telling you, if you start there, I'm telling you guys, you will experience such a different level of freedom in your relationship with the Lord. Such a pure intimacy with him when you're just honest and you know your role and you know his. What's beautiful to me, like Abraham's faith was accounted to him, right? And that always blows my mind because Abraham didn't have anything prior to rely on. God spoke and he believed, and his faith was accounted to him, right? But he didn't have this. He didn't have the history that we have. We have God's history in our hands. We have the history of his nature, the history of his works through flawed human beings just like you. Again, the goal of this is not to platform the people in the Bible, but it's to see the consistent nature of God. He's the main character. The point of this is not to read it and be like, oh, God, make me like David. Oh, God, make me. No, God, you are to be trusted because I saw what you did with Abraham. I saw what you did with Jacob. I saw what you did with Ezekiel. I saw what you did with Isaiah. I saw what you did with Jeremiah. I saw what you did with the prophets, the major and the minors. I saw what you did with the disciples. I saw what you did with Paul. I saw what I have your history. I know your consistent nature. You can be trusted. This is why I can go to you with all of my heart and trust my ways to you and trust all of my heart to you, because you have history of consistency.